Welcome to this explainer from the Priyank Gada channel, where we break down complex topics. Today, we're unlocking the digital toolkit used by cybersecurity professionals to keep our online world safe.
Okay, let's dive right in. Before we even look at the tools, what exactly is penetration testing, or pen testing as you'll hear it called? Well, you can think of it as an authorized ethical hack. The whole idea is to test an organization's defenses by thinking like an attacker, to find the holes before the bad guys do.
You know, it's that classic line, with great power comes great responsibility, and it is so true here. The tools we're about to cover are incredibly powerful, which means they come with a major responsibility to be used for good, to build defenses, not to break them.
We've structured this journey into 5 parts, which pretty much mirror the phases of a real security test. For your convenience, we've added timestamps in the description and in the comments, so feel free to jump to any section that you're most interested in.
Let's move to our first phase, reconnaissance. This is the information gathering stage, where a tester carefully and quietly maps out the target's digital footprint.
Now, what's really interesting about this phase is that it's all about observation. It's kind of like a detective gathering clues before ever setting foot inside the crime scene. You want to discover live computers, open ports, what services are running, all the potential entry points without setting off any alarms.
So tools like Nmap act as the foundational digital mapmaker, drawing out the entire network. Then you have something like Masscan, which provides sheer speed. We're talking scanning the whole internet in minutes. Kismet focuses on the wireless world, and Wireshark, well, that lets you see the raw data flowing across the network in incredible detail.
So the crucial point is that after mapping the network, testers use scanners like Nessus and Nikto to automatically check for thousands of known weaknesses. Think of this as checking all the doors and windows on the map you just drew to see if any are unlocked. If you enjoyed this section, please consider subscribing for more deep dives.
Now for the part everyone thinks of when they hear the word hacking: exploitation. This is where testers actively try to breach the defenses based on all those vulnerabilities they just found.
This is the most active phase, right? You're moving from just passively scanning to actively probing weaknesses to see if they can actually be broken. We're not just rattling the doorknobs anymore. At this point, we're trying to pick the locks.
At the very heart of this phase is the Metasploit framework. You should really think of it as a Swiss Army knife for pen testers. It bundles thousands of exploits and all kinds of tools into one single system. It's basically an entire workshop.
And this brilliantly illustrates why it's so popular. It streamlines the entire process. It connects the dots between finding a flaw and then actually demonstrating its real-world impact, all in one place.
Beyond system exploits, testers often target credentials and wireless networks. You've got specialized tools like John the Ripper and Hashcat for passwords, Hydra for brute-forcing logins, and Aircrack NG for Wi-Fi. It's a great reminder that sometimes the weakest link is just a simple password. And a quick reminder to hit that subscribe button if you're finding this explainer valuable.
Let's move on to the modern battlefield: web applications and APIs. I mean, since most services now run through a browser or an app on your phone, this area is an absolutely critical focus for security testing.
So, the crucial point here is that web and API testing requires a totally different set of tools. You need things that can intercept, analyze, and even manipulate the traffic between your browser and the server to find things like SQL injection or cross-site scripting.
Burp Suite and OWASP Zap are the two absolute giants in the space. Both of these tools allow testers to see exactly what data is being sent and received, which is, essential for finding those really well-hidden flaws.
Now, what's really interesting here is the comparison. While Burp Suite is the commercial standard with some really advanced features, Zap is an incredibly capable open-source project that's perfect for anyone to get started with.
For specific attacks, you have automated tools like SQL Map that make database takeovers way faster, while something like Beef explores browser weaknesses. These are the specialist tools, designed to do one thing exceptionally well. Don't forget to subscribe to catch our future explainers.
You know, a toolkit is more than just a bunch of individual programs. So let's look at the foundational operating system that brings it all together, and maybe take a peek at what the future holds.
Nearly every single professional pen tester uses Kali Linux. It's an operating system built from the ground up specifically for security work, and that saves countless hours of setup and configuration.
It's like having a fully stocked mechanics garage ready to go from day one.
And this brilliantly illustrates where the entire field is heading. AI tools like Pentest GPT aren't here to replace humans, but to act as powerful assistants or co-pilots that help manage the incredible complexity of modern systems.
So the big takeaway is that from the foundational Nmap all the way to the futuristic Pentest GPT, this toolkit is a living, evolving collection of tools designed to stay one step ahead of the attackers.
We'll leave you with a final thought. As attackers begin to use AI themselves, how must the defensive toolkit evolve to keep pace? It's a big question. And hey, don't forget to check the description for links and more details on all the tools we discussed today.
If you found this breakdown helpful, the single best way you can support us is by clicking that subscribe button. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, stay curious.